Libra, welcome to your reading. So this is a 12 days of Christmas reading, or 12 days of Yuletide. So what am I doing is I'm pulling a card from 12 different decks, but for you there is a special 13th because we are starting this on the night of the full moon. So I'm going to explain each deck as we go through. This is a special card that only you and the readings that I've done around the full moon will actually be getting. So let's see what the full moon has in store for you, Libra. What does the full moon have in store for Libra? Any messages from the full moon for Libra? Any messages from the full moon for Libra? Okay, Libra. So your special message is, and says new moon in Gemini, which is funny because it is a full moon in Gemini. And it actually says communication is the key. So I want to clarify that. Please clarify communication is the key for Libra. Please clarify communication is the key for Libra. Okay. So for some of you, you may have a closed off energy. You may not be communicating with someone. You may have shut down, or they may have shut down towards you. Okay, so we do have the Three of Pentacles. So, and we also have the Page of Pentacles. So there is a message that needs to be communicated. At the moment, you could be, because we have the Four of Swords, you could be in a very closed off energy. You may have ghosted someone, or someone may have ghosted you. You may also just have shut down part of you completely, and because of this there is something that needs to be communicated in order for things to move forward, in order for things to work. There's an ending for something. You feel like there's an ending coming up. You know that there's an ending coming up for something. And because of this is one reason why you've shut down and why you're not communicating. Or maybe something has ended and a person has closed you off, in which if someone is blocking your communication, it's probably best, in order for you to heal, you need to close off completely. You need to leave it behind. You need to restart again. So there's a couple of different messages depending on what resonates in regards to this communication is the key. But the basis of it is there is some type of shutdown in regards to communication, and you need to heal from it. Okay, so that is your special message. Okay. So we're starting on the 20th of December. Now that is depending on whether you are looking at the 12 days of Yuletide or the 12 days of Christmas. So traditionally the 12 days of Yuletide started on the 20th and went through to the 1st of January. This message is the Mother of Dreams. So around this time, either before or after, or anytime during the 12 days of Christmas or Yuletide, you will get a dream message. So within that dream, there will be a message for you. We just want to see what the message may be. What is the message for Libra in their dreams? What is this dream message? What is the dream message? Okay. Okay, so we have the Lovers, and we also have the Hangman. So a lot of you may be, and of course, sorry, and then we have the Star. A lot of you may be going through relationship issues. You also have the Ten of Swords. You're deciding whether or not to have hope in this relationship and to continue on, or to leave it completely behind. All right, we have the Four of Swords come up again. So the Four of Swords is having that break. You may be on a break from a relationship, or you may be considering a break in a relationship. Now, for those of you that it does not resonate, Let's have a look at what other meanings it could be. We're going to have a look at the Lovers first. Lovers also could be Gemini, so Gemini moon we have as well. So I'm just going to look. Please clarify Lovers for Libra. Please clarify Lovers for Libra. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So it is the same message that you got with the Moon card as well, which is about a message coming through or communication, a lack of communication. We also have the Six of Swords down the bottom, which is the walking away from something, moving away from something that you're not happy in and moving into calmer shores. And we also have the Queen of Swords, which is a decision being made, and also it is once again that communication that we're talking about. We have the King of Cups, so there still is love in this relationship. We had the Ten of Swords again, so there's either been a betrayal or you feel like something is definitely over. Yeah, I'm getting that same message again, that it is a relationship that is over and that you are considering walking away, or you have walked away and you it is dead, done, over with. Any alternative messages for the Lovers, please? Any alternative messages for the Lovers? All right, we have the Magician. They have the Magician with the Lovers, which could mean a romantic romance is actually coming in for you, something that you are actually hoping and wishing for. So we have two different messages here. One is walking away from a relationship that is over, and the other one is a relationship coming in. So some of you may have a relationship starting and some of you may have a relationship ending. If it is a relationship starting, there is just a waiting period. Just be patient and it will come in its time when it is ready. So there are two messages there for you. Okay. So this next deck, we are looking at your winter and summer solstice. So we are going to look at your light and your shadow side. So what is the light and the shadow side for Libra? First off, we are going to look at the light side for Libra. What is Libra's light side? What is Libra's light side? What is Libra's light side? The light side for Libra. All right. So we have the Six of Swords. Any other light side for Libra? Anything else for Libra? You have the Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So on your light side, these are your cards. You have the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So you're quite good at manifesting things. You're quite powerful. You're quite good at picking up on intuitiveness. Some of you may be empaths. You're very strong in the spiritual connection. However, Four of Cups, you have strong abilities. You have very strong abilities, but you don't always see everything that is there. You often see a direction before it actually comes up. You often see the future before it comes up. And you always know that things are going to get better. You always have a gut feeling that things will get better. You instinctively know that things will improve. You always have hope. There is a lot of hope and there's a lot of belief in yourself. There's a lot of self-belief. Even when you have doubt, there is belief in yourself. You care a lot, but because you care a lot, you also get hurt a lot. You have, even though you think about the future a lot, you also think about the past a lot. but you have the ability to see the future. You have foresight. Okay, so that is your light side. Now look at your shadow side. So the shadow side is aspects of ourselves that we may not be aware of, or we may not be connected to, or we may not recognize within ourselves. The shadow side can be good and it can be bad. It can be a hindrance, but it can also be a help, depending on what it is. Let's look at your shadow side. What is Libra's shadow side? What is Libra's shadow side? What is Libra's shadow side? Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So when you get an idea, when you get a desire, you tend to rush into things. You tend to rush into things without thinking too much. But at the same time, to contradict yourself, you also have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles also does take a long time to plant seeds. So you have a habit of either rushing in or taking too long to decide. Now they can be both good or bad. So when you rush in, sometimes you rush in too quickly into things that you may not be prepared for, or that may not be ready for you. And when you take too long, sometimes you miss out on things. So you have to learn the balance of when to rush in and when to step back and decide what to do. And that is your shadow side. So the next lot of cards, we are looking at the 22nd. So the 22nd falls on the noble virtue of courage. So we are going to look at your blocks and resistances and what holds you back. All right, Libra. What are Libra's blocks and resistances? What are Libra's blocks and resistances? What holds Libra back? What is Libra's blocks and resistances? Okay. So Libra, for you, I got sexuality. So I just feel like for a lot of you, there may be either you don't feel sexy enough, you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, you don't feel good enough, or in some cases you may be over sexual in regards of, okay, I need to clarify this. Please clarify sexuality. Please clarify sexuality. Please clarify, okay. So we have the Tower, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the World. A lot of people are attracted to you, and because of this attraction, it kind of makes things hard in regards to, and we have the Four of Swords. All right, so we have the Tower, the World, the Nine of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. A lot of you may have a lot of people, you may be, for those of you that are in a relationship still, that person may be still attracted to you very physically and still want you, but you're actually not attracted to them, and you're actually pulling back from them sexually. You're not giving them what they actually want. Now I'm getting a couple of different messages. For some of you, there is a matter of you are attracted to someone but they're not interested, and that has come as a shock for you, because normally you're found very attractive, and normally people and it's not that you're not attracted, it's that this particular person is not attracted to you. There's a number of other people that are. There may be also a case of you're not feeling very sexual at the moment. So because you're not feeling very sexual, you are rejecting the people that want to be intimate with you. So there's a lack of intimacy either from other people or from yourself. Like you are either not being intimate with people because you're not feeling it, or they aren't being intimate with you. And right now that is your block. So you need to get in back into touch with your sexuality. You need to get back in touch with your yourself in regards to that. You need to love yourself again. There's a death card down here, which means that there is going to be a rebirth. It's like you're going through a rebirthing process right now, where you're pulling back, but you're pulling back because you can't connect right now. So there's a lack of connection, and this could be with the communication key as well. So this communication, because you're not communicating, because you're not feeling this communication, this connection, you're not feeling connection emotionally, so therefore you can't connect physically as well. But the person that you're dealing with may still be wanting to connect with you physically, and it's come as a shock for them, and maybe even for yourself, that you don't have this connection anymore. Because in the past it's been so easy for you to have this connection, but you're pulling back. You're pulling back completely. It's come as a shock to them as well. Okay. So that is your block. Okay, so the next deck of cards coincides with the 23rd. Now the 23rd falls on the noble virtue of truths. So what we are looking at is what is hidden. So we're going to look at what is hidden from you, Libra. Libra, what is hidden from Libra? What is hidden from Libra? What is hidden from Libra? Okay. So we have a King of Cups. All right. And we have this Ten of Swords again. Okay, I'm going to keep those out because I am curious. You keep having, this is like the 4th time you've had the Ten of Swords come up. I'm going to clarify these for you. All right. First off, I'm going to clarify the King of Cups. Please 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 clarify the King of Cups. All right. We have the Four of Swords come out again. And we have the Queen of Pentacles come out again. Oh no. Yes, Queen of Pentacles is here. So Queen of Pentacles for you. Let's clarify King of Cups for me. Alright. There may be a third party involved. There's a third, possibly, this is not for everybody, but there is a possible third party involvement in your relationship for those of you that are in a relationship. Because you are closed off right now to this relationship, and because you are pulling back, or because they are closed off, this person is being, and it may not be because of this, but you may be pulling back because maybe you sense this in the back of your mind. Somebody in your relationship, and it could be either way, is being tempted by another person. And this is why we have the Ten of Swords keeps popping up. There is some type of betrayal, there is some type of temptation that is in this relationship. Now, it could be you or it could be them. I have a feeling that because this is something hidden from you, it is them. Now, just be aware that does not necessarily have to be male. Energies are fluid in the spiritual realm. So this could be vice versa. But this is what is hidden from you. So someone who you are romantically either attached to or interested in is also engaged with someone else, communicating with someone else, because right now either you've pulled away or they've pulled away, because we have the Four of Swords we have the King of Swords, and we have the Lovers come up again. So there's a freeze in your relationship. There is a freeze in your relationship, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. So there is someone else, and we have the Ace of Cups as well. So there's someone else that is interfering in your relationship. Or if you are single and looking at someone, that person that you are interested in may already be involved with someone. Just be aware of that. Okay. So the 24th, we have the Feast of Mothers, or we have Christmas Eve. And the noble virtue for this particular day is honor. So we are looking at honoring your ancestors by digging into your Akashic records to see if there is a message in the Akashic records for you. Okay. Is there a message for Libra? Okay, 3 of Forces jump straight out. I'm going to put it back in the deck, but if it comes out again, it may be relevant. Okay, is there a message for Libra in regards to the Akashic records? Is there a message for Libra? Oh wow. So we got the 7 of Scrolls, and we got the Queen of Scrolls. So both these cards are talking about learning new things, and they're both talking about building as well. With the Queen of Scrolls, we're talking about education. So there may be a new path for you in regards to education. So they may be wanting you to expand your education and build up on that, and start creating something new. There may be a different path with you in regards to if you are to go into an education type field, a new study of some sort. Also, you could be building your network of friends as well, because the Queen of Scrolls talks about people coming into your life to inspire you as well. And maybe people coming in to help you learn new things and help you develop new ideas. And we did have it was the 3 of Forces, which is the Bird's Nest. So the Bird's Nest, so that was a card that fell out before. So the Bird's Nest talks also about building and getting new friends and expanding your network as well. So there's some type of expansion of your network, either your network of friends or your friend group or your education or something. Also, have you thought about writing as well? There's a creativeness that comes about, not necessarily writing, but something creative. You may want to look into a creative field at this stage, whether it is it could be even architecture, but you know, some type of creative field in regards to your education, or even just for fun or for a hobby. Put your pen to paper and see what comes out in a creative way. So yeah, look at education, look at a different direction for you, or maybe you may have people come into your life that may help you in a different direction. They may come in and teach you something new as well. Okay, so the next day is the 25th. So the 25th is Christmas. It is also the festival of life, and it coincides with the noble virtue of fidelity. So fidelity is fidelity in relationships and fidelity in love. So I am looking at your love messages. So what are the love messages for Libra right now? What messages are there in regards to love for Libra? What messages are there in regards to love for Libra? Okay, we have forgiving and learning. What messages are there for Libra in regards to love? We have separation. What messages are there for Libra in regards to love? Okay, deception. Okay, it's just as I feared. I was actually worried about this coming up because you've had this constantly throughout your entire reading. So there is a definite deception happening. It says here, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It does say separation, so you could either be separated currently or you may be considering separation. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And we have forgiving and learning. So this card actually says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there is a lot that you need to move on from. There is stuff that you need to heal from. And there is stuff that you need to walk away from. Whether or not this relationship can be salvaged, I do not know. It is up to you in the end. I can look at cards for that, but I'm not going to right now. Only because everyone's path is different. So, all right, I might pull out a couple cards just to have a look. I'm going to just clarify. Please clarify, forgive, and learning. Oops. All right, so we have the Devil, we have the Queen of Swords again, and we have the Emperor. There is a temptation there still, like it's a question of better the devil you know. Do you forgive? You could be tempted to forgive, but a lot of you are in a closed off energy right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like everyone's journey is different, but there is a message of you will be tempted to go back to this. However, it may not be the best choice for you. Okay, so the next one is a 26. So 26 is Boxing Day or Yuletide, and Yuletide you celebrate family and friends. It is also the noble virtue of hospitality, which is about being hospitable to your family and friends, even strangers as well. But I'm going to look at any messages for your family and friends, or any messages for you in regards to your family and friends. Okay. Any messages for Libra in regards to family and friends? All right, we have a Two of Wands. Any messages for Libra in regards to family and friends? Any messages for Libra in regards to family and friends? Okay, so we got the, so just gonna put that up. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the King of Wands. So I'm just going to clarify these. I'm going to start with the Two of Wands. Please clarify Two of Wands for me. Please clarify Two of Wands. Please clarify Two of Wands for Libra. All right, we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Please clarify Two of Wands. Okay. And we have the Hermit in reverse. So where the Two of Wands is concerned, they're looking towards, looking outwards. And right now they feel that the outwards direction seems a little bleak for them. They're holding back a lot. A lot of them may be stuck in their own head. They may be fighting off some depression, some negative thoughts, some negativity. There may be a bit of sadness. There may be a bit of confusion there. But the universe wants them to know that things are going to get better. There is something coming in for them. All right, I'm just going to clarify this, the Knight of Wands. So I just want to clarify the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands Please clarify the Knight of Wands. All right. We have the King of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Please. So yeah, so their main concern, because we have the Pentacles come out with their concerns. So I feel like their concern is over money. So there may be financial concerns over money and what direction to go. Some of them may be looking at changing a job. Some of them may have lost their job. Some of them may be just lost. There's a big spiral there. There's a spiral on the horns there. So they're just in an endless spiral in their mind over what to do and where to go and what direction to go. And they're kind of a bit lost. But we have the King of Pentacles. So that is financial success coming in. And we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is talking about something coming in, a new path that is being chosen for them. They're heading on to a different path in which they originally thought that they were going to be on. The direction is changing. All right, I just want to get a bit more clarity where that is concerned. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune down the bottom. So there is a definite change in direction. They're walking away from something in which they are holding on a bit too hard, and they're walking in a new direction where we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So seeds are being planted, new growth is being planted. Something is coming in that was actually meant to be. So there is a karmic situation where the path that they were meant to be on is coming in now. Now, they don't know how it's going to come in or what it's going to be, but there is a direction in which they are going to be pushed in. However, they're also warning them of other offers that may come along, but you'll know which one to choose because your friend or family member will know which choice to make because they will be instinctively drawn to this. So yeah, overall good news for them eventually, but hard time for them right now. Okay, and that is for your friends and family. So the 27th is Freya's birthday. It is also the noble virtue of discipline, but we are going to look at the female wisdom that can be handed through Freya's wisdom. So let's look at messages from the female goddesses. What messages for Libra in regards to female wisdom? Okay. So you have the dance unveiling. So I believe that this is in regards to this situation of the unseen truth. This situation is going to be unveiled, but I am going to get clarify just to see if there's any other messages that could be coming through. Please clarify the unveiling truth for me. Please clarify the unveiling truth for me. Please clarify the unveiling truth for Libra. All right, we have the King of Cups in reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I do believe that because this is the King of Cups here, this is this situation of a relationship that you've been working on, or a relationship that you thought was going to work, you know, because we have this bird with the nest and the eggs. So you may even have a family with this person. The truth coming out. We have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartbreak, and we have the Devil down the bottom. We also have the Seven of Swords and the Hanged One, and we have the Lovers again. So the truth about this situation is going to come to the surface. So now we are on to the 28th. So the 28th is the noble virtue of industriousness. So industriousness is about work and how you work and your strengths are in regards to work. But what I want to look at is what gifts the universe is giving you. What are the gifts from the universe for Libra? What are the gifts from the universe for Libra? What are the gifts from the universe for Libra? All right. So we have patience and we have transformation. So with this deck, there is no reverses. This is known as the good tarot because I only wanted positive messages to come through in this particular one. So transformation is the death card. So there is an ending of something, but there is also a new beginning. So the gift of the universe is this is a new beginning. You are going to be granted a new beginning. You are being blessed with something coming in. It's kind of like a phoenix moment. I want you to have patience in this. Don't expect it straight away. It will happen, but it won't be happening straight away. Okay. So the 29th is the day of Nymphs. So we want to connect with our inner child and see what messages are coming through from the inner child. Now, this is also the noble virtue of self-reliance. So there may be a message in there about self-reliance, but we are mostly connecting with your inner child and any messages from your inner child. What are the messages for Libra in regards to the inner child? What are the messages from Libra's 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 inner child? What are messages from Libra's inner child? Okay. So, this is clock time, pressure, and in a rush. So this is about the message about patience and as well. It's talking about having patience again. So it's reminding you to have patience. So one of the things that you do, Libra, is you do have a tendency, and this is where this Knight of Swords comes in, where you rush into things too quickly. So they're telling you again, once again, to have patience and to let things take the course in which it's meant to take, and let things happen as they are meant to happen. And it's the same with this new path, this new direction that is coming in for you in regards to the education or the new things that you are learning or the new people that you are going to be meeting. These things are not going to happen overnight. They will actually happen slowly and in time. Just have patience and just see how it comes in naturally. Okay, so now we are up to day 30, which is the day of rest. So this is also the noble truth of perseverance. So we're going to look at any stresses that you may have, and then we're going to look at how to overcome them. Okay, what are the stresses that Libra is dealing with right now? What are the stresses that Libra is dealing with right now? What are the, okay. So we have the 5 of Coins and we have the 9 of Swords. So there may be a lot of concern over finances right now at this time. So that is the main stress that you are having. And that is what is on your mind. So I'm just going to look at how to overcome them. How can we overcome these stresses? How can Libra overcome these stresses? All right, so we had the 3 of Wands come out. We had the 4 of Cups come out. And we have Justice come out. All right, so they're saying karmically everything will actually regain balance. So they want you to not stress about the future right now. There's things coming in, but you may not see it. And karmically things are going to balance out. Okay, so So that is your messages right now for your stresses and how your current stresses and how to overcome them. All right, so now we're up to New Year's Eve. This is also the 12th night. So because we're going into the next year, we're actually going to be looking at what direction you're going to be taking in this new year. What is the direction for Libra in this new year? What is the direction for Libra in this new year? What is the direction for Libra in this new year? Okay, so we've got Geisha. Now, Geisha is a god of new beginnings. So they're actually removing any roadblocks. And so all that you are going through right now, this is happening because they want you to remove anything that is no longer needed, anything that you can't take with you on this next journey, on this next destination. So we have Geisha. Then we have Hanuman. So Hanuman is about new beginnings. So we have the moon and the sun on here, and we have this circle. So you are being taken on a journey in which you're being put on the path that you're meant to be put on. You're being put on a new path. The stars are slowly aligning for you. So what is coming into your life now or in the future, what is going to be coming into your life is actually the path that you're meant to be on. This is your new direction. I'm just going to clarify this card. Please clarify Hanuman. Please clarify Hanuman. Yeah, so we have the King of Wands, which is a new direction, and we have the Chariot, which is definitely a new beginning. So there is a new beginning, there is a new path in which will be taking place. Please clarify Hanuman. Please clarify Hanuman. Please clarify Hanuman. Okay, yeah, and it could be in regards to work because we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we also have the 10 of Pentacles. So along with this work, there's going to be it's going to be very good financially for you. So if you're looking at a new direction in regards to a job, if you're being put on a different path, this could be very profitable for you. So yeah, you may be put on a new path in regards to your work life as well as your life in general. Okay. Okay, lastly, we're just going to see if there's any messages in the runes. Okay. So going in order from the cards where we started all the way through to here, we are starting with Two of Wands. So with the Two of Wands and this rune is known as Nymphs. So Nymphs is it is the rune of a change of direction and having patience. So we have the Two of Wands, but they're also talking about there's a challenge. So with this was the deck in which we talked about your light. So with your light, you know that there's a new direction. You know that there is something coming in. there's also going to be a challenge with this new direction, and they're just warning you about this challenge. Okay, so that's your first card. I'm just going to grab this one, bring that back. Okay, so this next one is interesting. It fell on your Six of Swords. So your Six of Swords was about heading in a new direction and sailing from rough waters into smoother waters, and your ability to do that. However, we also had this rune. So this is Kenaz. So Kenaz is the rune of the torch rune. So when it is in its upright position, it actually talks about a new path being lit, a new direction. When it is the opposite direction, it's talking about an ending. So it's interesting because it landed on the side. So it is talking about, and it clarifies the Six of Swords in regards to it is a new beginning. However, it is also an ending. So there is a new beginning and an ending coming up for you. All right, I'm going to grab this one before I put this one back. Okay. So this rune, it was actually landed on the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is about your intuition, and it's about your magic and your sense of knowing. And Ewaz is the horse god, but also this is the rune of changes as well. It's also a rune of magic in regards to there is a sense that you know what is coming up. There is a sense that you can see the future as well. So it's just reminding you of the magic within you. Okay. So this rune Answers came out inverted. It came out inverted on the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is when you rush into things without thinking. And it's just warning you, when you rush into things without thinking, things don't always go the way that you actually want it to. It's just pre-warning about that. Just verifying what I've actually said before. Oh, we didn't do these ones. Sorry, I missed them. So we have the moon in Gemini, well, the new moon in Gemini. Then we have Isa, which is about stopping, taking time out. And it's funny because we were talking about the lack of communication. So there is a lack, or there is a stop, or there is some type of freeze in communication right now. And then we have Thor's hammer. So Thor's hammer is about taking action and about making things happen. So they are talking about communication once again, that stop in communication and how you need to communicate. So sorry, I missed that one. All right, next one. So the next one, we talked about the veil being lifted, and then this rune Hagalas actually landed on it. So Hagalas is what I like to call my tower rune. So the tower rune indicates that something is going to happen, and unfortunately it is going to, it indicates a breaker, it indicates a tower moment. So unfortunately it's just confirming this tower moment that is coming up for you. Okay, so this is a really good and fortunate one. So this is the sun rune, and it's landed, this is the sun rune, and it's actually landed on your transformation card. So very good things in regards to that. In fact, if all these runes here actually indicate a very positive change coming up. And then we have this rune here as well. So this is about roots. So they're actually talking about having patience and things coming to you that were always destined to happen. And this is written in the Akashic records. The fact that this destiny that you were heading towards is actually a destiny that you were meant to be put on. It was a path that you were meant to be put on. So that is the messages for you for the 12 days of Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up and like, and I will see you next time, Libra.